How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we are going to be looking at the final selection of shooter weapons, the semi-automatics, with the first one being the L3 nozzle nose. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. And if you guys have been enjoying the content so far, I highly recommend you guys leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is honestly one of the worst weapons, because number one, the sub and special don't contribute much to damage, and damage is where this weapon really struggles. It's good for inking turf, but that's about it, whereas like the arrow spray is good at both. So I definitely don't think that the arrow spray is the worst weapon. I think this is the worst weapon, honestly. Like, it doesn't even have, at the very least, like, inkjet or something, and the curling bomb doesn't give enough extra damage to actually warrant for the 3-shot. Because even the 3-shot is weaker than most weapons. Like, it just barely kills the opponent, which is really frustrating sometimes. So if I'm being completely honest, the only reason why I'm using this weapon is for basically completion, because the next weapon is the one that is honestly so much better just because of its kit. And this is a crazy lobby, honestly. So I really don't think I'm going to contribute that much at all. Like, you have to do 2 bursts, which is like the H3 can do what this does in 1 burst, although it is a little bit slower. But it has a better high-risk, high-reward type thing. So it's like... Alright, so... Yeah, this is terrible. I feel like this lobby is virtually unplayable. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this lobby, because I cannot play in this kind of lobby if I'm using this kind of weapon. Like, I just can't. See, like, that's so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, hard reset this lobby, honestly, because I can, like, this lobby is gonna be virtually unplayable. Like, there's no way. Yeah. Like, with this kind of weapon, it's like, not only have I not used it before, as you guys saw with like the stats thing, I have 0 turf inked with this weapon, but it's not good. The kit doesn't help it at all. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to just jump back into another lobby and hopefully find something a little bit more reasonable. It is Sunday at around like half the day, so it's like 12. So a lot of people would be on today. Alright, that's a little bit... Actually, yeah, that's much better. Alrighty, so going into the second match. Okay. Yeah, this weapon is good for turf, but the fact that it's 3 burst is the reason why it doesn't help as much as like an arrow spray or anything. Get me in there. Alright. Oh my goodness. I have to struggle so much for splats, which is something I do not want to do. I kind of fell into that one. Oh my goodness. That was good use of the dodge roll. I really need to spend more time just predicting where someone is going to roll and just shooting there. Especially with this kind of weapon. They could have just crushed me with the roller, but oh well. Okay, so first of all, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I'm not even gonna bother explaining what's going on here. It's just, I'm bad at this weapon, and this weapon is bad. That's like the worst combination. Alright. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on, someone was in my way. Oh my goodness. I do admit, I went on quite a bit of a tear there. That's honestly because I was just sick of this weapon, my goodness. I hate having to do 2 bursts. If it's a burst weapon, it should one-shot in a full burst. 7 splats, though, in that game. Yeah, I think more so Baller is just going to be used as an escape tool from here on out. But I'll have to like do it like really early because it's not like instant like it used to be. Alrighty, let's get this last person in, and then we'll do the last match, and then we'll finally be done with this weapon. It's not good. I will definitely say it's more so the kit that's holding it back, not necessarily how it works, because there's another version of the L3 nozzle nose, which I think is just going to be so much better. Alrighty. I will say that strafe speed is kind of interesting. Alright, we got an Explosher. Oh, he's out of ink. Oh my goodness. I didn't even get them, see? I'm telling you guys, the next kit is just gonna be so much better. Drop roller, interesting. Alright, going in there with the baller. How did that not work at all? Okay. Alright. Just give them some energy. My man is going really deep down there. The least I can do is support them. There we go. Out of ink. How did you survive that? Oh my goodness, I should have killed him by now. Oh, come on. That's so bad. I should have killed him like 5 times. Alright. Alright, let's make sure we don't totally lose this game. Alright. Alright, good. We didn't lose, but oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? Any other weapon... Well, except for maybe a charge, but any other shooter category weapon, I would have killed him at that point. 3 splats. Fine, you know what? I'm done with this weapon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel after a little break. This time we're going to be looking at the L3 Nozzle Nose D. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content so far, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very appreciated. Now, this weapon basically fixes everything, fixes every problem with the original L3 Nozzle Nose. Because, like, I feel like the kit was just really bad for the first one, and this just gives me much more of an offensive approach due to the burst bombs. So it just feels better suited for combat. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this weapon. I don't really like Nozzle Nose weapons, so saying that this one is better than the original says something. And we've basically pushed everyone back, so... I'm gonna keep a close eye on the map. Like, I'm gonna keep an eye on the left side. Alright, so they're pushing back now. But they're all gone again, so... But yeah, I definitely feel more use from this weapon than I do from the normal L3 Nozzle Nose, just because it does have an offensive option for a sub-weapon. Alright, so we can't lose our grip right now. We're so close to winning. Ooh, burst bomb. Hey! Let's go. I'm kind of destroying right now. Still don't like this weapon though.
What's that?
Alrighty, easy wins.
Okay.
We didn't even get that entire left side too. Yeah, pretty good. Did I get like 10? 8, okay. 14. Wow. Alrighty, second match. Yeah, I'm actually doing fairly well with this weapon. So, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of burst weapons, especially when they don't kill in one burst. Probably with a little bit more main power up, I probably could. I should just aim lower. That's so. This is actually a really well organized team. Alrighty. Yeah, see, like, the original Nozzle Nose doesn't have that, which really hurts it. Like, it doesn't have a sub-weapon to help finish off kills. There we go. Like, having burst bombs on this kid is so good. Alright, I think someone else is going to handle that. Tenta missiles on both sides. Yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. We are doing pretty good, as far as I can tell. Ooh, out of the sky. Alright, there we go. So they're in danger now. Alright. Yo, that Cali person with the Kenza splatter shot, holy moly. For a second I thought I could throw 3 burst bombs for whatever reason, but oh well. Pretty easy wins so far. I will say that this is also because I've been having good teammates, and this weapon doesn't feel like a burden. It actually feels like it has some use to it. Yeah, 6. Not bad. Alrighty, moving on to the final match, and then we are done with this video. And then we'll be moving on to the Kenza the uh, the Kenza H3 nozzle nose. Yes, and for those of you who may be wondering why I haven't been doing Splatoon content lately, well, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC came out, so I have a couple of videos about that and playing on some of those tracks on my channel, so if you guys want to check those out, you definitely can. I'll have a link to the most recent one as of this recording in the description, so you guys can branch out a little bit and enjoy some of the other content I have available. But enough of me doing a advertisement for myself over here. Let's just get these nozzle nose weapons out of the way, right? Because I do not like these that much. I definitely feel better with this one though, because again, the burst bomb helps finish off eliminations that I wasn't able to originally. Alright, and last person. To be honest, this lobby is actually very fairly balanced. Which is honestly probably why I'm having a little bit more fun this time, despite the weapon that I'm using. It's like no one's like, because like other than like a couple like star levels, it's not enough to where it's like overbearing like a couple matches I've had before. Ooh. And look at us getting a nice variety of weapons. Though I respect anyone who decides to use specifically the hero roller as someone who also mains the hero roller in this game. Alright, nice. Oh, sweet. So that's the roller, right? Yeah. I love roller. I want to get done with these semi-automatic weapons really quickly because then we can get to rollers and then I can have some fun. Oh, I'm gonna hide behind that umbrella. Oof. Wow, that ballpoint. Ballpoint's on it. Like, ballpoint's one of my favorite splatlings, honestly, and the only splatling I like. So splatlings are gonna be kind of a pain. Yeah, see, like the normal nozzle nose doesn't have that. Like it doesn't have like burst bomb into burst shot and then just destroy. But yeah, this is not going well. There we go. Oh yes, perfect. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's an interesting way of using a roller, punishing, well, more so, splashdown is to punish inkjet respawn. I did not mean to fall. Oh well. And I got hit by a suction bomb too. So I can't really do much in terms of painting, but I can at least try to get some splats on the board. There we go. Oh, I could have gotten that too, but that ballpoint kind of shuts you down. All right, so we definitely lost this one, but I believe I showcased this weapon to the best of my ability, and that was actually pretty well done. 2-1, I'll take it. and I got a lot of spots on the board, so I'd say this is a successful showcase video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc. If you guys enjoyed, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of this training arc when those episodes air on the channel. I just also want to take a quick moment to say that we have reached 100 subscribers today. So again, thank you all so much. And let's hit for 200 next, right? So with that being said, I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we're going to be looking at the final L3 nozzle nose, the Kenza L3 nozzle nose. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content so far, I highly recommend you guys leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel, especially since I do have something very newsworthy coming within the next couple of days. So, and hey, we just got like 2 splats off of that, so yeah, definitely look out for that one little video. It'll only be up for a little bit. It's gonna be one of those weird things that people, I don't really think, do that much, where, man, this is way too loud. Alright, I think that's a bit better. Yeah, where, it's there for like a little bit and then it's gone. Like, most people don't do that. Okay, Nautilus. But yeah, so, yeah, Ultra Stamp has good charge. We got someone who's AFK, so that's always great. Well, online, people. Yeah, the special for this weapon charges really quickly, and it also has an extremely niche sub-weapon, so I think it's safe to say this whole weapon kit is niche. Aerospray PG, my dude. This does not seem to be going well. But I'm not sure, guys. I'm pretty sure this isn't going well. I feel like if I had a little bit more range, this would work out. But again, not having a sub-weapon that doesn't actually deal damage, well, not having a sub-weapon that deals damage is not very helpful. I will say that, I think that's a not bad use of the splash wall, but I should have probably stayed behind it. So this match is kind of a blowout since we already got one person who left the game, so there's that. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is my favorite version of the H3. I mean, I don't really like any of them, but this is definitely like the middle version because the first version of the nozzle nose does not help at all, and this one's sort of like in the middle. Like, it's definitely got an offensive kit, but I almost made it through. Well, we definitely lost that one, but hey. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the nozzle nose weapons, as you guys could clearly tell, so 5 splats, though, not bad. Pretty average, if I say so myself. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna have a lot more fun with the H3 weapons, because I feel like those are a little bit more, I feel they're a little bit more manageable despite their low, fire rate. Because, like, they take because you have to wait, like, almost like a whole second or something before you can fire again, which is really awkward. Alright. Let's get one more person. There we go. Level 99 star. Boy, did I step into a weird... Boy, did I step into a lobby I shouldn't have. Alright. Alrighty, Inkblot Art Academy is up next. Ooh, heavy splatling. Don't get to see many of those. But yeah, this weapon definitely excels on getting its special, like, within the first 10 seconds. Perfect. There we go. I really need to start learning how to use this Ultra Stamp. Aw, and I threw it wrong. Oh well. Ooh, armor. I'm moving in. Yeah, and that was just bad reaction timing on me. Alright. Only quick super jump, so someone's trying to do a quick super jump build. Alright, I'm going over here. Aw, come on. You had the heavy splatling covering you. Last ditch effort, too. Yeah, that was smart, super jumping out of there. I want to build up my special again. I really want to learn how to use the Ultra Stamp, especially with more of the Kenzo weapons coming. Well, not necessarily coming in Splatoon 3, but I mean, like, weapons that I'll have to start using more. Alright, so, despite how bad things may be looking, we're actually doing okay. Alright, nice. I feel like I haven't been doing much, but I feel like applying some paint pressure is better than doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, definitely not having like a damaging sub-weapon is what hurts this weapon the most, I feel. And I kind of messed myself up there, oh well. Very good splat bomb on that Inkbrush's behalf. You mad. Oh, nice. That strafe speed is disgusting, though. And by disgusting, I mean good. Oh, that's all this weapon has for it, honestly, just the strafe speed. Oh, I wanted to get someone, and I forgot that wasn't a damaging sub. Alright, epic. Oh, I could have gotten one more. Yeah, that match actually wasn't bad. I definitely think with the stamp hammer I can contribute a lot more compared to like a baller. I said, did the first one even have a baller? I think it did. I'm gonna check that really quickly before this final match. Just so I don't get my facts mixed up. Because I'm pretty sure it had a baller and like a sub-weapon that like did not have like, and it was not a damaging sub-weapon. Okay, so it had baller, but it had curling bomb. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, at least with the Ultra Stamp, I can have like a super offensive push if I really want to. But I really want to get used to using like that jump swing, like coming out of the ink and just jump swinging, because it seems like a really fun thing to just do all the time, unless you're like trying to sneak attack everyone. Ooh, level 5. That's kind of rough in this kind of lobby. Why would anyone even have, like, I mean, maybe if they just got it and they decided not to play it until, like, Splatoon 3 came out, or it's like a Smurf account or something, which would be kind of funny. Hurry up, game. I don't have all day. Or all night, actually. Nintendo, put your fast queue times to use so I can get another match in, please. Hello? Hello. There we go. And not a star, and not a prestige level. Let's go. You know, if there's prestige, wow. If there's prestige in Splatoon 3, I actually want to reach it one day. I don't even know if we'll be able to carry our stuff over from Splatoon 2 to 3. It'd be a really nice addition, but I really don't see it happening. If it did happen, though, I'd be really happy, because there's a lot of gear that I have. Okay, I will say that strafe speed thing is really good for turf. Like, first 10 seconds, you automatically have your sub. Or your special. It's that crazy. Alright, I'm going in. And that's where Splashdown counters that in a way. I honestly, if I practiced more with the jump swing, I probably could have canceled that Splashdown. But alas, when that came out, I was more of a Booyah Bomb guy than a Stamp Hammer guy. Okay. I really didn't have much of a chance with the Gal because it just does so much damage. Ooh. I was so sneaky. I was saying, if that curling bomb got me, I was gonna be really upset. Alright, I'm busting out the hammer. Hey, look at me surviving over here. Oh, there's someone over there. Yeah, that was just bad. Alrighty. We seem to be doing okay, but that could change. Oh, come on, you went through the wall. Come on, that's not fair. I suppose it's roller privilege, which I can't complain about. I think whenever I get killed by a roller, I just can't complain about it and call something bad, because since I use a roller, I'm like, I automatically have the same thing. Alright, so the two chargers are fighting. I actually don't know. Yeah, we absolutely did not win this one. And I thought we had a good, run with it. Oh, well. But yeah, this is definitely, like, the middle ground of, Nozzle Nose for me. Like, normal L3 Nozzle Nose is not good. L3 Nozzle Nose D is really good. And this one's sort of like middle of the ground, because Splash Wall is kind of helpful, and then Ultra Stamp just, it makes up for the weaknesses of the weapon in a way. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video, the Splatoon 2 training arc. If you guys enjoyed, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. We'll be going over the H3 Nozzle Noses next, so stick around for that. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we are going to be looking at the H3 Nozzle Nose. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content on my channel so far, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very appreciated. Now, this weapon is mainly another Turf War monster, but it's a little bit slower than the normal, oh my goodness, what is that? I'm scared. Okay, so this weapon is like the L3 in which it shoots in a burst of 3, but it takes longer, like the cooldown between shots is longer, and it is also and it also technically one-shots. So I automatically think it is better than the other 3-hit burst weapons, but that is honestly just because... Oh yeah, also that's sub-striking, by the way. It is also because I feel like having a burst weapon should have that high risk, high reward. There we go. Plus that, like, when you hear, like, there's a certain sound effect that I'm not sure if you guys heard, but that sound effect shows that, that you hit someone with the 3 burst, and it's really satisfying. Why would you super jump when it'd be easier for you to just swim there? What if I just provide recon? Yeah. Wasting my special there was not a good idea. Because I think it goes... Okay, so it actually doesn't get wasted. Well, we're losing right now, but... It is what it is. With that movement we saw earlier... That movement, like, you can do it. It's very simple. So, all you have to do is move. All you basically have to do is, like, move in one direction. Actually, I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly. Because, I mean, this match is, like, good as lost. So, basically what you do is that you swim in one direction, you pull up your sub weapon, and then you just go in another direction. So you can do crazy stuff like this, and not lose momentum. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so it's really helpful. I haven't really gotten it down, because for a while I never needed to. Wow. You know, with that, we could have actually possibly won? No, I don't think so, but yeah. Those splashdowns were kind of coming in like crazy. Yeah, I'm scared of this lobby, guys. How about we take a little bit of that sweet extra time and get another one, because I don't really know how to use this weapon. Like, I only maybe have used these weapons like once or twice before. They're alright. I don't really like semi-automatic weapons, so... But hey, we basically just have... I think this lobby's a bit more fair. Yeah, so we basically have the 3 H3 nozzle nose weapons, and then the 2 squeezers, the squeezer and foil squeezer, and then we'll move on to rollers. And that, I'm really happy to do. I can't wait to get to rollers. Also, not to mention, this will probably... Let's go, as I say, 3 rollers on the team, people. Yeah! We were one person away from having a whole roller court, and for that I apologize. Like, having a whole team of rollers would be so funny. But yeah, so, alright. Alright. Yes! Look at me playing as a support. I mean, if I am being completely honest, the sub is okay. In matches like this, where, like, you have a bunch of, like, hunters, like, letting them know where, everyone else is very important. Oh, I forgot that doesn't ink turf, dang it. Alright. Ah, my armor broke. Oh, there's 2 Brellas. I just realized that. Well, people know where they are now, so... Oh, they have a Haunt. Well, Bomb Defense and Haunt, so... that I knew that wasn't definitely going to last as long. I feel like this lobby may be a little bit more bearable to play in, though. The Brellas are really annoying, though. Like, these weapons are good, but you have to be pretty precise with your aim, and I'm not really that kind of player. Yeah, this is not going well. I think the reason is because there wasn't any unity, because we weren't all rollers. I believe that if we were all rollers, the unity would be here. Alright, time to single-handedly cover turf. That was good. Yeah. I don't know. I think I only got 1 splat this whole time, and that was from the Tenta missiles. Yeah. I'm not doing well with these. These are going to be a pain to go through, but... oh well. It's a shame. We could have had a whole team of rollers. That's also the thing I'm most upset about. Like, we could have a whole team of rollers if I was playing rollers today, and just when I was mentioning them too. Alright, but we can't worry about that now. It's in the past. Hopefully we can get 1 win with these H3 weapons. Because I'm not looking forward to the next 9 matches. Because I have these 3, then, like, I have 1 more. So then after that there'll be 6 left. So then I'll have to do the H3 Nozzle Nose D and then the Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose. Squeezers are a little bit more... I can handle those a little bit more because they have 2 rates of fire. They have like a high-powered, longer shot, and then they have like a smaller burst, which I can work with a little bit more. Oh, look at that! A Cherry Nozzle Nose. Alright. Got him. Did I get someone else with the Tenta missiles too? I must have. I mean, we seem to be doing good so far, so I'm just gonna do the one thing that, like, makes me upset all the time, that's just stay behind and cover turf. It's the least I can do. Alright. Look at your movement! Well, I can swim away from you. Alright. Oh. How am I getting so many people with Tenta missiles? It's so funny. Alright. Right now, my job is to make sure everyone knows where everyone else is. Well... I forgot the Explosher has Bubble Blower. That's kind of nasty. Well, in other news, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting my new computer soon. So maybe I'll make these videos into 30-minute ones. Oh, that was so bad. I was really in that mess. I definitely think that with the, like, if main power-up increases damage, that's literally useless. Well, at least I get a lot of splats with it, though, which is something that the L3 nozzle nose could barely ever do. It is a little bit of a burden having such a long time in between shots, though. I'm gonna try just trying to mark people. Oh! They're everywhere, but I seem to be getting a lot of pretty good splats. But honestly, if I was using the L3 nozzle nose, I would not be getting as many splats as I am right now. Alright, good job, Squiffer. Alright, so we got destroyed in every single match we did, but that's fine. I totally didn't cause our teams to lose every single time. Boy. Yeah, H3 nozzle nose. I don't know. Tenta missiles does make it a little bit more viable in other places, but we'll have to see how it compares to the other ones. With that being said, everybody, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we're going to be looking at the H3 Nozzle Nose D. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very much so appreciated. Now this is another one of those support weapons with ink armor and suction bombs, which is, it's good. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I will like this one more or less than the other one. I don't remember, even though it's only been a day, I don't remember what the sub-weapon for the original, H3 Nozzle Nose had, but it wasn't necessarily something, I mean, of course it was useful because it was the damaging sub-weapon, if I remember correctly, but yeah, these weapons have pretty decent paint output as far as main weapons go. There we go. There we go. I think what I'm supposed to technically do with this weapon is throw the suction bomb first, then ink armor. I feel that's what the game wants me to do, so I'm going to start doing that. Alright. Still in danger, though. And we're all kind of on our own, so it's kind of... Yeah, we're kind of being held at spawn now, which is not good. I didn't even get anyone, and that's a team wipe. Great. Well, this certainly isn't going well. Why did I think I was gonna get away with just strafing like that? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check what the other H3 does. Because, I mean, like, despite my aim with it being bad most of the time, I think it definitely has some potential since it can get a lot of specials. And ink armor is absolutely necessary in any game mode. Because in any game, if you have an extra shield, you're automatically going to be at a higher advantage. I said, what did the original one have? Oh, it had a point sensor. No. I mean, actually, I feel like point sensor kind of helps it a little bit more. But I will say suction and ink armor is a really good kit. It'll be hard to say which one I like more, though. Okay, so I'm pretty sure people are changing gear right now, so alright, there we go. Alrighty, so next game, and let's farm up another ink armor really quickly, because that's what this game is from what I've heard and what I've seen. And ooh, double armor. Well, I'm dead, so honestly should have just started aiming in the other direction with like the auto like reticle correct. Okay, that Bloblobber had. I said that Bloblobber has the splash wall, right? Because if that's the case, that's brutal. I completely forgot about that. That's a really good sniping spot. Ooh, suction bomb kill. Let's go. That sound effect is so satisfying. Ooh, armor. Alright, I'm gonna build up another one for the team. There we go. Yeah, that Bloblobber is being very oppressive right now. And we're right back to where we started in the last match with 3 people in 3 separate areas. Wow, okay. I'm really bad with aiming with this weapon, honestly. Maybe I should change the sensitivity. Did they try to super jump away? Oh my goodness, that splash wall. So annoying. I mean, we weren't in danger that time. Did we somehow make a comeback? No. That was a really good push, though, but... Ooh, 6 splats, though. Not bad. Alright, so last match with this weapon, and then we'll have one more nozzle nose to do, and then we have the squeezers, and then that's it for every single shooter category weapon. Well, I mean, at least on the bright side, although sometimes I feel like I'm not doing anything, I'm actually doing quite a bit. Like, I'm turfing pretty well, I'm getting specials, I'm getting a decent amount of splats with this weapon, so... For my first time using this specific version of the H3 nozzle nose, I'm actually really happy with how I'm doing. I'm not sure how I feel about this weapon, though. It doesn't sit right with me. Alright, this is gonna take a while. But yeah, I actually really can't wait until I get to rollers, if I'm being completely honest, because that is my favorite weapon class. And I have 2 sets for it, so eventually, and it will eventually come down to it, that I'll be changing sets in between videos. Like, some will be one set, some will be the other. So so me showing like the stats for each set of gear I'm using will actually be important, instead of me just using the exact same set for every single weapon. And then I'll probably go back to the one I'm using for like the rest of the weapons. So, all right, finally. Alrighty, last match, and then get me out of this weapon. Because although I seem to be alright with it, I don't really like how it feels. Oh, look at these actually well-rounded teams. That's amazing. And, alright. At least the map changed too. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. I see someone... And I kind of did that to myself. Please get them. Let's go. Suction bomb. I never really get to use the suction bomb to its fullest. Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, that person mains custom dualies. I mean, custom dually squelchers, I can tell. Oh my. We seem to be losing pretty badly every time I use these weapons, so... I don't kind of want to say, I don't really want to say I'm to blame for this, but... Although I do get a couple splats here and there, it's clearly not enough. Alright. Alright. Oh, come on! Oh, boy. They're just on us, bro. Yeah, I actually can't wait until I'm off these weapons, honestly. Although I seem to be doing some alright work every now and then. That 1 second, like, that near 1 second cooldown per, like, burst is, like, really painful. But yeah, we got nothing. Yeah, these are probably the hardest hitting losses in the video, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like that I can't really contribute that much, even though in a lot of cases I am. Alright, that's going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another video of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we're going to be looking at the final Nozzle Nose weapon. Thank goodness, the Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the video so far, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very appreciated. Now, I definitely believe that this is the better of the Nozzle Nose weapons, because Bubble Blower has that much utility, and Splash Wall helps me, it protects me, like, whenever I'm trying to reload, because Nozzle Nose, I'm gonna get crushed, aren't I? Alright. Yeah, Nozzle Nose has a little bit of a, it has a little bit of delay when you fire in between shots, which is really annoying. So, having Splash Wall definitely protects you, and I definitely think this is probably the best version of the Nozzle Nose. I feel like it makes up for its weaknesses very well. So, yeah. Let's hopefully not lose every single match this time, because I definitely feel like that with this weapon I'm more so of a burden and not necessarily helping the team. Whether it be with Turf or with Splats, so... Oh, come on! Yeah, it doesn't help that I haven't been good with my aim recently. Alrighty. There we go. Aw, I was so close on that one. I'm gonna super jump over here. There we go. That sound effect is very satisfying, though. So that's kind of a plus. But I definitely think this is the best kit for this weapon. It kind of mitigates its weaknesses a little bit with the Splash Wall. And then Bubble Blower is a really good special. So... there we go. Yeah, that Bubble Blower does wonders with this weapon. And hey, look at that! We won! Let's go, finally. So I should have a pretty good amount of turf. Yeah. 6 splats, too. Yeah, this third kit is definitely, This third kit is definitely better than the other two, because all of those also had blaring weaknesses, but this one kind of just has all of those down packed. Even though the sub weapon doesn't necessarily do damage, I feel like that having a lot of cooldown time in between shots, having some type of protection is very important. So yeah, that's basically it for this weapon. So, I mean, of course I'm still going to be doing the 2 other matches, but I'm glad we were finally actually able to win one. And I can't believe that this weapon came like so late into the lifespan of the game, too. So, with it being like a Sheldon's pick coming at like the very end of the game, it kind of didn't have as much showcase time as it could have. Also, I'm not sure if I took a picture of the weapon stats prior, but I did have absolutely 0 turf on, so this is like my first 3 matches ever using it. And I actually kind of feel a little bit more comfortable with this one compared to the other ones. So, needless to say, I feel like this is the peak nozzle nose weapon. At least the peak H3 nozzle nose, because L3 nozzle nose D is some pretty good competition. I should have threw another splash wall or did my special. I feel like that would have just did so many more wonders. All right, I'm a super jump. And I couldn't throw the splash wall. But oh well. I was just gonna say, can I not get someone? Yeah, run. Well, that makes sense. That was a real bad waste of, that was a really bad waste of bubble blower there. That's my bad. Oh my goodness, Nautilus is so good. Oh, and Charger for backup? Yeah, that corner is nasty. This is one of my favorite maps, though. Oh. Alright. I was really not sure what was going on there with him. Well, hey, we seem to be winning, so that's good. Alright, there we go. With a little bit of assistance, I was able to get that splat there. Oh, I need to... There we go. Look at me trying to think that a sub weapon like the splash wall would do anything with that. All right, so I mean, I should probably say that this is not a scripted video. I just seem to be doing better in this one, and we seem to be winning a lot more. So it may seem like a lot of strange things are going into place here, but I definitely do think that, like, even if we were losing, I still think that this is probably the best version of the H3 nozzle nose there is, just because it can, like, literally, I think the splash wall is literally the perfect sub weapon for this kit, honestly. Like, I would prefer something a little bit more... Something that will require a little bit less setup than Bubble Blower. Like, I think Inkjet I would appreciate a lot more on this, but Bubble Blower is really good on this as well. So yeah, I really think that this is the best version of the H3 Nozzle Nose there is, and the best semi-automatic. Maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's really close between this weapon, the Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose, and then the L3 Nozzle Nose D. Just because that burst bomb will let you finish off so many splats. Like you literally have free range if you have that weapon. Whereas it's so, the kits for these have been so constrictive, and I felt like I haven't been able to do anything. But with like the Nozzle Nose D and the the H3 Nozzle Nose and the L3 Nozzle Nose D, I just had so many more options. My aim is just bad. Yeah, that was just a really bad aim part. Like, my aim is bad for these weapons. I just definitely think that... I should honestly just stop saying this weapon is good. I think you guys get the point. So, I definitely value this weapon highly. Well, I favor it highly, in a way. Just because of what it brings to the table. Wow. There we go. There we go. One burst. Oh, come on. That would have been really nice. It's interesting how he decided not to fight me in the corner. Yeah, we are doing great so far. As long as we, like, keep them here. Oh, they got ink armor now. We need to be careful. Yeah, that was really bad too. I mean, we seem to have won 3-0, so that's great. Alright. But yeah, Cherry H3 Nozzle Nose. I like it. Am I ever going to use it again? No, absolutely not. I don't like semi-automatics. But if I had to, this one would be my pick, I think. This or the L3 Nozzle Nose D. I still can't decide yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there at the tier list at the end of all of these. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc. If you guys are looking for more, I definitely recommend you guys subscribe to the channel, and if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we are finally out of the Nozzle Nose territory, and we have finally reached the squeezer set of weapons. There's only 2 of them. starting with the normal squeezer. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very appreciated. Now, this is 100% a ranked mode weapon. You would never see a Stingray and a Splash Wall in the same set if it wasn't a ranked weapon. And I kind of killed myself there. That's great. I forgot how long the duration of the Stingray is. Yeah, and Splash Wall, it's 100% a... Oh, so this is the... So we're dealing with Tentamissile spam now. Great. Yeah, so the Squeezer actually has a fun little mechanic. Although you can hold down the button, you can have more powerful, longer range shots if you just tap it. Which is really cool. And I hope more weapon gimmicks like this show up in the future of Splatoon, which there probably will be. We are currently being destroyed by a team with 2 chargers because I see that Splooshomatic Neo possibly farming no, I'm not doing that. Possibly farming Tentamissiles. Yeah, so having a longer shot compared to a shorter burst is really nice. And there's nothing I really could have did about that, but... Yeah, out of the semi-automatics, I definitely think that... Actually don't... I mean, in Turf War, this weapon doesn't necessarily seem as good, but... Like, it definitely doesn't seem as good in Turf War as it probably has in, is in, any ranked mode, like Rainmaker or Tower Control, because I can see this having a lot of use there. So I probably will give it a couple extra points for its, utility in, ranked modes. Wow, okay. These aren't just any wannabe charger mains. These are straight. These are the real deal. Okay. All right. Well, there was that. I definitely don't think with this weapon I can contribute as much as I could with, let's say, the Foil Squeezer, which will be the next and final weapon of the semi-automatics. So, yeah, so having 2 different firing modes for 2 different situations while the map's reset. Okay, but yeah, having 2 different types of firing utility is very nice. Oh, we're going to Wahoo World. That's great. But yeah, so the 2 firing rates is nice. The sub and special weapon this is like a heavy ranked weapon. So it doesn't necessarily have a bunch of utility. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it for this weapon. I mean, it's just really ranked heavy, and I don't really see, like, it probably doesn't really see much... I mean, this weapon definitely... I've actually never seen this weapon, or at least not in a long time, ever since it first came out. But you definitely see Foil Squeezer a lot more. Yeah, so it's moments like this where the extra range of the more powerful shot definitely comes in handy. Alright, so it takes, like, at least with main power-up, I'm not sure if main power-up increases damage or range. But it definitely does seem to take out in 3 shots, which is pretty good. Like, I was afraid it was going to be, like, really underwhelming. Oh, let's put up a splash wall. I'm just gonna sit here. Oh yeah, and that's why we use the second firing mode. Can I get one splat with the Stingray? That's all I want. Yeah, the splash wall makes this a very oppressive weapon, but the special is not doing wonders for it. At least not for Turf 4. Again, and I'll probably say this a couple times, that was really nice. And I'll say a couple more times, I definitely think that this is a heavily ranked-based weapon, because of the splash wall and the Stingray. I think it's more so the Stingray than anything. I'm just gonna sit here. The splash wall's so oppressive. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that was really good. Are we winning? Possibly. No, we're definitely not winning now. Now that our whole team got wiped. Yeah, we definitely didn't win that one, but that was a better showcase of the weapon, though. Showcasing the long-range mechanics of it a little bit more. All you have to do is just rapidly tap ZR instead of holding it. So, if you are indeed using a button with a turbo controller, this is a weapon that, this weapon could be very destructive if you use, like, a turbo controller instead to, like, rapidly mashing it by, like, just holding down the button, because I've used it with this weapon. It is really fun. I'm not using it right now, but I may bring it out for the next and final semi-automatic, and then we move on to rollers, and that's going to be great. I mean, foil squeezer is literally just the squeezer, but more, it has more utility. So, if I wasn't on this Mac Mini, I'd be probably doing 4 matches, each of each version of the weapon. Or I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what I would do, honestly. That's... Oh, and they got a DC. Oh, well. Well, what do you do? I mean, 3v4 is still winnable. Yeah, I don't really know the art of using Stingray, so, Oh, come on. Oh, that was really nice. Yeah, so we've kind of pushed them back now, but the Flingza roller is kind of doing Tentomissile spam, which, I mean, you get used to it. almost got him. Oh well. Well, it definitely doesn't seem to like, be like turning in their favor anytime soon. So, there's that. There we go. Just predict where they roll. It's that simple. Yeah, I knew I was done. I was low. Alright, so I'm gonna go up here. Oh, that... I could have gotten them both. I definitely could have gotten them both, and that was another good example of, the alternate firing modes. Because if I was just short range or just long range... Alright, GG, sorry about your disconnected teammate, but hey, it is what it is. Alright. Not a bad showcase of the normal squeezer, if I do say so myself. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. And right after this, we'll have the foil squeezer, and that'll be it for the semi-automatics. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one, and then we'll get to move on to my favorite class, the rollers. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. How's it going, everybody? Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we're going to be looking at the final semi-automatic weapon, the foil squeezer. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. And if you guys have been enjoying the content so far, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel would be very much so appreciated. Now, I've used this weapon a lot. It does have the bomb combo, so that's great. And I ended up messing it up due to the suction bomb launcher. Okay. Now, it's really hard to do, at least when you're first starting to try it out, but it does work, and it does a lot of damage to not only your opponents, but also just having a lot of control as well. Ooh. Yeah, also, the extra range of the extra range shot is able to shut down a lot of people who aren't suspecting of it, like that. But yeah, so I really like this weapon. It's probably my favorite semi-automatic because instead of not giving you the option between like a burst type mode and like rapid fire, it kind of gives you the choice to. Like you can choose to use the longer range firing mode, or you can choose not to. Okay. That was really not hard to deal with. Like, if I was using, like, any of the other semi-automatics that wasn't, like, a foil squeezer, but, not just the foil squeezer, but any squeezer, I would kind of be dead. I mean, I'm kind of dead here anyways, but... Okay, Tri-Slosher, sweet. But yeah, so now I feel like I'm actually contributing, because this is a weapon I actually kind of know how to use, for one. Oh, get me out of here. I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, that was really good on their part. And that's a team wipe too. Yeah, alright. But yeah, that was a pretty good match, even though we kind of lost. I just feel so liberated, honestly, finally being able to use, like, the squeezer weapons as compared to the other, semi-automatics. I just feel like I'm actually being useful, not necessarily weighing the team down as much. So, that's definitely something. Alright, so moving on to the next match, and then we'll have one more, and then it'll be finally time to do rollers, which I'm really excited for. Because there are some rollers that I haven't used in like a long time that I would love to get back into using, like a couple of the carbon rollers. I used like one of the flings roller types like once, and I actually really enjoyed it. So yeah. Alright, so second match. Yeah, I definitely want to try and get the bubble combo in this video, but I'm not 100% sure on how to do it. I may look up like a guide to do it and then just start practicing it a little bit more, but alright. I have a good feeling about this match. Okay. I was wondering how I got taken out so quickly. And I just see, oh, that's vanilla Hydra? Why would you use that? Okay. To each their own, I guess. Oh, that was really smart use of the secondary firing method on my part. No one's around me. I'm kind of nervous. I should really be getting out of here. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, any decent Charger player would be able to get that. You know, I'm starting to think about it. I'm really not looking forward to using Chargers for, like, a solid month. Like, I'm just not looking... Like, that's not gonna be fun for me. Oh, I'm out of ink. Yeah, sorry, Hydra. It is what it is. Ooh. Alright, so we seem to be doing alright so far. That Charger is really oppressive. Yeah, I was about to say. Oh my goodness, that Hydra. And that Charger is dominating. At least we got squid beacons all over the place, so... Who has those? Dapple Dualies. Good on them. Dapple Dualies going deep. Oh my. Well, so much for winning that one, it seems. We kind of lost our footing there, but that's okay. That was actually really close. Alrighty, let's move on to the final match, and then that will be it for the semi-automatics, and that'll be it for shooters as a whole. We finally made it after about like 1-2 months. So overall, what do I think of shooter weapons as a whole? They are the perfect balance between offensive play and passive play. You have special farming weapons, you have weapons that thrive off of sub weapons, and you also have just really good main weapons. I'm gonna say 75% of the time. Alright, slight recording mishap, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here with the true final match for the foil squeezer and the semi-automatics as a whole. Again, I believe that the shooter category is sad to say the best category overall. Although some might say it's a bit too early to say, but it's everywhere. Shooters are just the most accessible. How did I not get anyone with that? I suppose it's kind of easy to avoid. Yeah, and also, if I remember correctly, I need Object Shredder in order to do the bubble stuff. Why did I do that? How did he miss me? Alright. Oh. Oh, how'd they get me? Oh well. I mean, this is going just as bad as the match that ended up being... the recording being missed, but oh well. I'm just gonna stay here. Oh, come on, game. Just barely out of reach. And that's basically a team wipe. There we go. Yeah, so we're kind of pushed back against a corner here. I'm going to try and go around. That was the Jet Squelcher, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, what a way to go out. You can't trap Splashdown like that. Oh, and that's a team wipe. Alright, GG's. And that is the absolute farthest they can go. Alright, well, that's it. A very unceremonious end, oh well. Oof. I haven't lost that bad in a while. And only one Splat and a Rage Cooler. Wow, what a way to go out. Well, that's it for the foil squeezer. I think this is probably the one of the better semi-automatics, if not the best semi-automatic weapon. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. Stay tuned as we go over rollers, and I definitely think this is probably the series of videos, the semi-automatics that I probably lost the most with. So, if you guys enjoyed the series so far, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. And ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. The next weapons we will be going over is, as I've said many times, the roller class. Starting with the carbon roller. Alright, so I do have two specific sets for rollers, so I'll be switching between those as needed. So the me specifying what type of gear I'm using will definitely be put into play a little bit more in the future, so stick around for that. But I've rambled on long enough, and this video is already going to be as long as it is. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.